What up? And today we're going to be making this chicken bacon sub slash grinder, whichever one you want to call it. Okay, it's a sandwich. Let's make it. It's so good, y'all. Let's get into it. So first off, you're gonna start off by stripping up your chicken. Okay, strip it up. Okay, get it chopped up, and then we're gonna put a little oil in the cast iron skillet. And when it get hot, gonna add your chicken. No seasonings, obviously, have been added yet, but they will be at the bottom. You know, I can't even get my words out. What's wrong? They'll be down in the description box below. Okay, so you must not. Don't worry about that. Okay, don't worry about it. So right now I'm just kind of, just letting you see what I'm doing. Just kind of scraping the bottom of the pan, because like some of the chicken was like, it's like on the, as you can see, it's kind of on the bottom, so I'm like kind of scraping that off and just just giving it a little mix a little bit. Okay, now we're gonna start with the seasonings. This is my favorite. I say this a lot, but it is my favorite just by the smell. Okay, the smell is phenomenal. Okay, the McCormick's roasted garlic and bell pepper seasoning, like that. It's my favorite. It got the flavors on lock. Okay. So then I added a little bit of Sazón, some Mrs. Dash table blend seasoning. Also like this, because like I've been saying, I'm trying to use more of salt-free seasonings because they have a lot of flavor. Okay. A little black pepper and a little garlic powder. That was it. I added them two, and then I didn't add nothing else. Then just give it a little mix. Okay. Make sure everything the seasonings are all over the chicken. You want everything equally incorporated so we get equal flavors. Okay, so just mix it up. But yeah, I'm trying to get more into salt-free seasonings, as I have been, because as I get older, we don't need that much salt. You don't need that much salt even if you're young, but a lot of those salt-free seasonings have a lot of flavor, to the point where if you're just using a lot of salt-free seasonings, you only got to use a little bit of, like, if you still want some salt, you only got to use a little bit. Like, that's what I like most about it. Like, I can use all the salt-free seasonings in the world, and then just all I need is like a little pinch or so of some salt. That's it. And we're gonna cover it. Okay, covering the chicken allows it to cook thoroughly. And this is I'm on like a medium-ish high heat. Okay, so this was how it's looking. Okay, it's about done, but I like a little crisp on mine or whatever. So like I said, the top covering it always allows it to be able to cook thoroughly, because we want some tender chicken. We don't want no rough chicken. We don't want no plasticky filled chicken. We want tender, super tender. You just snap it in half. So then I chopped up an onion. I chopped that up, and you're gonna put that on top of the chicken, and I'm gonna let that simmer. Well, I'm gonna put the top on it and let it, let that cook through also. And when it is, this is how it was looking. If you want it cooked down a little bit more, you could do that, but I just left it at this. And of course, if you don't want to use onions, skip this step. It's real simple. Just skip the step. If it's something you don't like or you don't use or whatever, you could always substitute it. You do not have to use everything that I use, but I'm always going to show you what I did. That is the purpose of these videos. This is the recipe. I eyeball, and that's some Worcestershire sauce. A little Worcestershire sauce and a little bit of Valentina Hot sauce. And then we gonna go ahead and just kind of, as you can see, I wasn't trying to mix it up. Like, I wasn't trying to really mix this around. I just kind of was like, I did this, like a light mix. Because I want the flavors from the Worcestershire sauce and the Valentina sauce. I want it to like really seep into this chicken. So once again, I'm going to be covering it. Okay? Because the onions are done. And covering it again is going to allow them onions to be done. Okay? So this is the bread I'm using. It's an Italian everything bread I got from Mayo. If you have it at one of your stores, you can get it, but that's what I use. I'm using one of my brand new knives from my knife set. This was my first time using this one. I love Cuisinart. I love these knives. Thanks, Mom. Thanks again, Mama. I love them. I love a good sharp knife. Okay. So we just gonna cut the bread in half. Like so. And we're gonna assemble, you know. We're just gonna assemble. We're gonna get it together how I want. I couldn't decide how I wanted to like position the bread because I'm gonna be putting it in the oven. So this is what I decided on finally. So I started off by adding mayo. Mayo is gonna be the first thing. I'm using some of the Dookie Dukes, and we're gonna be adding this mayo on the bread. Add the mayo on the bread, just getting it on there thoroughly. Cause you know, adding the mayo on bread, if you didn't know, cause like even when it comes to like chicken sandwiches or anything that you're trying to toast, adding mayo just it really toasts it toasted like it needs to be toasted. To me, that's the best way I can put it. Like the mayo gives it a nice crisp, and it's great. I mean, you can also add butter if you want to, but I'm starting off with mayo. Okay, just making sure it's evenly on there, and I got it like all over this thing. Cause like I say, everything I do is about flavor. Okay, then I freshly grated up some Gouda cheese, so I'm gonna put that on both sides. Okay, a nice amount on both sides. Okay, and just it's something different about that fresh grate. Okay, when you freshly shred up some cheese, like it hit different, you know. It just hit different. It's so good though, so good. Now I put it lightly on the other bread just because I'm gonna be adding a little bit more cheese on top of the chicken. So that chicken onion mix there, we just gonna add that on there. Add as much or as little as you want when it on this thing, okay? As much or as little as you want. Okay? Just make it look nice. I like to make stuff look pretty, you know? If it look pretty, if it look good, then you're going to want to eat it. My goal is to make you hungry. Make you hungry enough to want to make this. Because it was delicioso. For real. You know? And then I'm going to go in with the bacon. Okay? Gotta have the bacon. Just some chopped up real bacon. Okay? I'm all about convenience. Some stuff, you know, I do the stuff that, you know, take a little time and slow cook, but then you got other stuff where it's about convenience. Whatever's convenient for me. Okay? Because with me, I work a full-time job. So some stuff, literally, I be on a time crunch. So I just make it do what it do in a crunch. Now, the cheese I added right there was a Muenster cheese. Then I added a little Submarine oil on top. Well, as you can see. You see what I'm doing. That's Submarine oil I'm adding right there. So I just added a little bit on top, a little bit on cheese. Just right on the top, everything, you know, before I put it in the oven. Now, I put the oven on... I put it on 350 first. Because I kind of wanted to melt the cheese. But then I decided to put on like a low broil. Because I really want the cheese to melt faster. So this was the low broil. Don't leave it on too long. Don't put it on no high broil. Because then you might burn your bread. And you don't want that. You don't want no crunchy sandwich. Okay. I don't want it too crunchy. So then we're just going to go ahead and just top this thing. I went into making this sandwich thinking of Kazoopies here in Michigan. In Kalamazoo, Michigan area. They have a chicken bacon grinder that's similar to this with a little special saucy sauce. And it's fire. Like, that's what I wanted. But I was like, I'm going to make it at home. I'm going to make my version. And here it is. Chicken bacon grinder. I put a little Chipotle ranch on that thing. And it was so good. Okay, so good. You see that cheese busting, oozing. You know? I know you want to bite. I know you do. I want to bite it. And it's already gone. You know? Woo! Yeah, I enjoy making these voiceovers. I paired it with some Cool Ranch Doritos, which was a excellent addition. Okay, you can pair it with some fries if you want to. Whatever you want to pair it with, pair it. Okay, but this is super easy. Let me know if you make it. Let me know if you love it. Let me know. Okay. And if you enjoyed this video, make sure you like, comment, and subscribe. Okay, and I'll be back for more videos. Okay, love ya.